Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cinema Scope. Today I am here with myself, Aranska, Aditi, Mahi, Manushri, and Tejasvi, and we're going to be reviewing the movie How to Train Your Dragon.
So, the movie How to Train Your Dragon takes place in this cool Viking village called Berg, where everyone is all about fighting dragons. But then you've got Hiccup, who's not your typical Viking. He's more into tinkering with inventions than battling it out with the dragons.
One day, Hiccup captures a super rare and scary dragon called the Night. And instead of taking it down like everyone expects him to, he decides to befriend it and he even gives it a name Toothless. This friendship between Hiccup and Toothless flips the script on what the villagers think about dragons, proving that they can actually be friends instead of foes.
But the real kicker comes when Hiccup and Toothless team up to take on an even bigger threat, a massive dragon that's been bossing around all the other dragons. Together, they take it down and in doing so change the whole village's outlook. From then on, Berg embraces dragons as a part of their lives.
Being one of my favorite movies, How to Train Your Dragon has an IMDb of 8.1. One significant thing that stood out to me was how the Night Fury Toothless can talk. This shows how a powerful friendship and bond can be created, even when there is a lack of verbal communication. What do you think, Mahi?
So, taking another example, even when Hiccup and his father did not have a language barrier like the dragon and Hiccup, their communication wasn't fruitful, and that led to them having a stifled relationship with each other. What stood out to me was how this movie shows us how Hiccup's father, Stoic, fixed his rocky relationship as his parent and accepted his son's opinions even though they opposed his own Viking ways.
I agree, Mahi, and I feel like along with that, it also led to societal acceptance. Like, as we see in the beginning of the movie, dragons are basically the Vikings' biggest enemies, and so they're hunted and feared. And Hiccup, he goes against the grain and he befriends the dragon named Toothless, which also shows a pretty powerful message about challenging our preconceptions, and it also opens up new ideas and understanding towards each other. And I feel like through this, we can learn to break down old barriers and create better relationships. Because by the end of the movie, we see the Vikings and the dragons are working together, and they're showing just how much can change when we're willing to work beyond our biases.
I think Hiccup shows courage in many ways, like choosing to be kind to Toothless instead of following the crowd and risking everything to save his village. And I think courage is all about stepping up even when it's hard. His journey highlights that true bravery isn't just about fighting battles, it's about standing up for what you believe in, embracing who you are, and making tough choices for the greater good.
What stands out most to me is the bond and friendship between Hiccup and Toothless. Because Berg, their village, sees dragons as enemies, but Hiccup still befriends Toothless and stands up for him, even when the entire village doesn't approve of it. And Toothless has always had Hiccup's back whenever things got dangerous, like when they were facing the Red Death Dragon. Their friendship shows how understanding and loyalty can break down old prejudice, and how it brought people and dragons together. Because in the end, it's a story about how their friendship led to peace and harmony.
So, guys, who was your favorite character in the movie and what would you rate it out of 10?
Personally for me, my favorite character was definitely Toothless. One notable trait of his is his playful, curious, and mischievous personality. He's also very brave and selfless.
Yeah, my favorite character is also Toothless because he even puts himself in danger to protect Hiccup and the others. And his deep bond with Hiccup, which is built on trust, reminds me of the power of friendship and loyalty. I would rate the movie a 9 out of 10 personally.
For me, it's definitely a 9 out of 10.
I agree, but according to me, I feel like Hiccup also plays a really important role in the movie, and so I'd say he's my favorite character because of his curiosity and his inventiveness. I like to talk about his bravery and determination. Despite his initial lack of physical prowess, Hiccup demonstrates courage and determination, and he also faces challenges head on, driven by his beliefs and goals.
I agree with that. Hiccup is my favorite character too. I think I personally really like how empathetic he is. His ability to understand and relate to the feelings and perspective of others, particularly dragons, sets him apart from his peers. And also the way how Hiccup often feels like an outsider in his Viking village due to his unconventional ideas and approach. This sense of alienation drives him to prove his worth and find his own path. I'd rate this movie a 9 on 10.
Honestly, I would rate the movie an 8 on 10.
I'd say my favorite character is Astrid because she's tough, smart, fearless, and really cool. She's always ready to take on a challenge. Plus, she's super loyal and has always had Hiccup's back. I specifically love her attitude, and she's not just a fighter, she's also an awesome friend and teammate. I'd personally rate the movie an 8.5 on 10.
In conclusion, How to Train Your Dragon is a profoundly moving film that captures the essence of compassion and personal growth. The deeply touching relationship between Hiccup and Toothless not only drives the narrative, but also beautifully illustrates the power of understanding and acceptance. Enhanced by breathtaking animation and a captivating score, the film offers a visually and emotionally rich experience. Its heartfelt message about overcoming fears and embracing differences resonates deeply, making it a cherished story that continues to inspire and uplift audiences of all ages.
How to Train Your Dragon is much more than just a visually stunning animated film. It's a heartfelt journey that explores themes of bravery, acceptance, and the power of understanding. Hiccup's transformation from a misunderstood outcast to a courageous leader offers valuable lessons on challenging preconceived notions and embracing one's unique qualities. The film's breathtaking animation, engaging story, and deep emotional resonance make it a standout in the world of animation. Whether you're revisiting it or seeing it for the first time, it's a movie that leaves a lasting impression.
Okay, guys, so that's it for our review of How to Train Your Dragon. It's a fantastic movie with amazing visuals and a great story. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. Thanks for hanging out with us.